Hello, and thank you so much for serving on this Sunday, May 26, 2024. I want to give you a quick walkthrough of what to expect this Sunday. It is a little different than normal on this Sunday because it is Memory Verse Sunday. We are going to be doing a story as well, but there will not be a craft or activity at the end just because the time is usually pretty short on these Sundays. So it's the same as usual. If you've served in here before, you need to arrive at 9:30 to go to the check-in room first to get your stickers, check in, and do the huddle as a team so that Kristen can go over any announcements and pray together. Then you head to the classroom. The kids can do centers at their tables until 10:10. Then it's time to clean up and do the worship music on the TV. We are doing 2 songs from VBS. I'm going to share with you where you can find it. Basically, these videos can't be saved because they are labeled as made for kids, and YouTube blocks those from being able to be saved. So you will have to click in to be watched later is where I saved them, so that we can find them hopefully pretty easily. But I'll walk you through that on this Sunday. After the worship song is over, you will stay together. You are not splitting on this Sunday. Normally this is when you would split, but you are not doing that because it is Memory Verse Sunday. So you're going to go over the memory verse together multiple times, and just wait until you are contacted. Someone will either come to the door or send the group a text to let you know when the 4th and last song has begun in the sanctuary, and that means it is time to line up and head on down to the sanctuary doors. You line up at the right side, right in front of the right side doors, and you wait there until you hear the song end. They begin the passing of the peace, and that's when you enter and line up at the front of the stage while you're being introduced. So this week is a little bit different in that you will do the memory verse, but then you will stay. Pastor Matt's going to do a children's message this week, and so the kids are going to then just have a seat, sit crisscross applesauce on the floor, while Pastor Matt does a quick children's message with them. And then after that, that's when you can depart the sanctuary. K through 2 will return back to the classroom. 3rd through 5th will then move on to their upstairs classroom. So if you are teaching 3rd through 5th, take the yellow bag with you when they are heading to the sanctuary to do that memory verse, because you'll just be leaving straight from there. Once you're in your classrooms, we are going to skip the prayer time this week just because our time is very short. We'll be doing lesson number 18, Jacob's Dream, from the Gospel Story Bible. So as usual, if you're in K through 2, the teacher will read that to the group. If you're in 3rd through 5th, you can take turns reading paragraph by paragraph around the group. If you're in K through 2, I do recommend doing this on the group carpet, because since they're just now returning to the classroom, it's a new spot for them. They won't hopefully have the wiggles as they listen to the story. Now, when the follow-up questions happen, if they start to get the wiggles, that's when you can move them back to their desks, or take a break and do a song in between. Just take them back over to the worship area, do a song, and then return to the carpet for the questions. The big key for downstairs is being willing to kind of read the room and know when they're getting the wiggles, it's time for a change, whether that's a change in where they're sitting, or getting up and shaking out the wiggles, or getting up and doing a fun song, or playing a quick game, just something to kind of recalibrate and help them to get focused again. So you're going to answer these questions, and then afterwards, if there is time, we don't have a planned activity because typically we don't get to one on these days. So if there is time, though, they can use this time to play games. There are games upstairs in the alcove in the hallway just outside the girls' classroom that the boys and girls share. Downstairs, they're just on that white organizer that's right by the door, where they keep all the normal center activities. There's some games on there that they can play. So they'll just play games until it's time. 11:10-ish is when 3rd through 5th graders should be returning downstairs. I say ish. Normally it's a hard 11:10, but because they're going to be starting the sermon later than normal because of the children's sermon before it, if you want to kind of bleed into towards 11:15, I think you'll probably be fine. If for some reason it ends early, you'll get a text that will say, sermon's wrapping up early, come downstairs now. And then you come downstairs for the dismissal. And dismissal is the same as usual. The kids need to all be in the worship area. You can let them watch a video. You can play a game with them. But 1 or 2 adults should be with that group over there, helping them with noise levels, doing something fun that will keep them engaged but not crazy, so they can hear their names being called. And then at least 1 adult taking attendance as the kids are getting checked out. And 1 kiddo can be over there collecting stickers to add to the sticker ball. But that is it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. You can call me or text me, or you can always ask me in person on Sundays. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much again for serving.